Stratford and Worcester. Now, singing sensation and X Factor winner Joe McElderry will once again wear the world's most famous coat in the UK's longest-running musical, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. It's on at Malvern Theatres until Saturday, and it's got Britain's Got Talent's Lucy Kay as the narrator as well. I chatted to Joe earlier this week. Joe's in town. I said, hello, Joe.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well, thanks. Have you been to Malvern before?
I have. Well, I did a gig somewhere near Malvern, and I can't remember where it was, but I stayed in Malvern, but I didn't actually perform there. I don't know why I stayed here, but I remember it was lovely, and obviously we've been here 2 days now, got here on Monday, and it's wonderful. It's such a lovely place.
How's Joseph been received at Malvern?
It's fabulous. We had the first night last night, and everybody seemed to love it. You know, they were up on their feet, dancing along, singing along, which is what you want, obviously. It's one of them shows that, you know, it's all about the audience participation. So if they're up enjoying it, it makes our jobs a lot easier.
Oh, I'll say. And it's a sellout, isn't it? Well done. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, so I hear. I hear it's, there's only like literally limited seats available. So if you want to come down, make sure you get them quick because it's nearly sold out.
In terms of our listeners who've got the tickets and they're coming sometime this week, let's get them in the mood. Let's hear about you in this role, because you started this role as Joseph last year, your first major theatrical appearance. Was that scary?
It was, and I think because this is such an iconic show, you know, and so many kind of really well-known people have played this role, and it's made them, you know, very recognised for that. So I didn't want to be the one that kind of comes in and ruins that for everyone.
Don't say that. Well, you're getting 5-star reviews.
Well,
the thing is, Joe, I think for a lot of people who start out in the X Factor, it takes them a little while for the world to almost take them seriously. For some weird reason, they come under more scrutiny than anyone, I think, sometimes. And you've got 5-star reviews for this, standing ovations up and down the country. You must be loving this.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice, and I would agree with what you see with X Factor. And I think the reason for that is not because of anything, because of anything negative. I just think it's because you're instantly well known. So with that comes a bit of kind of extra scrutiny. Whereas I think in a lot of other ways, when you're a performer and maybe you come out of college and you go into shows or you become a recording artist, whatever it is in whatever performance field it is, you can kind of perfect your craft in secret a little bit because obviously you're not under the kind of spotlight glare. So, but at the same time, I kind of enjoy the pressure of that a little bit as well. It certainly keeps you on your toes, and it makes you work hard because obviously I want people to go away from Joseph and say that it's a wonderful show and that, you know, I'm doing a wonderful job. So it makes me work harder to create that performance, if that makes sense.
The likes of Philip Schofield, Jason Donovan, Donny Osmond, they've all been Joseph, and now it's your turn, a much-loved role. How do you go about it? What's your Joseph like? I mean, I play it quite innocently, I would say, and you know, obviously the emotional parts of the show in Close Every Door and everything, I'm certainly very vulnerable in them parts. But then I kind of, towards the end of the show, when we do all the kind of mega mix stuff and stuff, I try and bring my own personality of what I would do in my own concert, you know? Yeah. So for me, I kind of perform the show in character. So when we get to the end of, obviously, the end of the actual show and the mega mix starts, I kind of create that kind of concert vibe for everyone so that they can kind of get up and sing along and really kind of, you know, involve the audience in that, which is, you know, which is good for me as well, because obviously I love doing my own shows as well. So that's kind of my own little concert at the end. You're looking in great shape, if you don't mind me saying. Have you been doing any special workouts to rock that loincloth and the coat of many colours, huh?
Well, we do 10 shows a week, which certainly keeps you fit and trim. But at the same time, I do work out, and I've been kind of trying to be a little bit extra healthy after Christmas and stuff. But certainly a busy schedule is the main kind of factor. It certainly keeps you in a svelte shape.
I tell you what, I'm obviously not busy enough then. I need to crack on. I'm very much looking forward to checking out Joseph at Malvern Theatres this week. Limited tickets are available. If you fancy going, have a look at the website right now. It's malverntheatres.co.uk. You get to see the lovely and very talented Joe McElderry in the leading role. It's going to be an absolutely cracking show. Let's get a sneaky preview of you in action.
I close my eyes weeping, but the world was sleeping. Any dream will do. For we know we shall find our own peace on high. For we have been promised a land of Joseph, you know what they say. I love my Joseph, you'll make it someday. Shout out your Joseph, you'll do it fine. You make your dream come true. I love you so. Give me my colored rose, my amazing colored rose. Give me my colored rose, my amazing colored
The boy's on fire. If you're off out to the theatre this week, maybe you have tickets to go and see Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat at Malvern Theatres. Joe McElderry in the leading role as Joseph. We've already heard a little about the show. I wanted to reminisce with Joe McElderry as well. I could kind of get up to speed with where he's at now as well. So I said, how old are you now, Joe?
I am 25.
Okay.
26 in June.
Oh,
Yes.
well, happy birthday for June. It seems a long time ago that you won the X Factor. How old were you when you won that now?
17 just turned 18 when I won. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Goodness me. And there was some fierce competition in it. It was a really busy year, X Factor. You got Ollie Murs and Stacey Solomon in your year. What was that experience like for you as a young 17 come 18-year-old?
I mean, probably the most intense thing I'll ever experience in my life. But an amazing experience, you know. I was actually just chatting. Somebody was asking us about it the other night, one of the cast members, and I was chatting with them. And I was saying it's one of those experiences that you would probably never, ever experience ever again. It was a once-in-a-lifetime kind of experience because now, obviously, I've become more experienced as a performer. Going into that environment wouldn't faze us as much now because, obviously, you know, I would know how to kind of calm myself down and know how to deal with things and know how to deal with the business. So that moment in time in my life was completely a once-in-a-lifetime, incredible but very intense experience that I have very fond memories of.
And it was a great platform because, of course, you went on to have a #1 single and a #3 debut album and more albums after that and tours. And how's your life changed since being in the programme?
I mean, it's certainly it's been very busy since then. It's very fast-paced, but I can't believe it's 7 years. Absolutely flown by.
Mad.
Like, flown by. I just feel fortunate that, obviously, I get to do something that I love every day. And I always just said that I wanted to have a long career, you know, that I could try different things and experience different things. And so far, I'm able to do that, so I feel very lucky.
You mentioned earlier about how you like a challenge, and I've got to say, I think you're so lovely. You're so down to earth. I've interviewed you a number of times. You're always really, you know, generous with your time and lovely to chat to. But I think you've got a competitive streak in you, Joe McElderry.
I do. I have a very secret competitive. The thing with me is I'm very all or nothing.
You won X Factor. You won Pop Star to Opera Star, and then Channel 4 skiing competition, The Jump. You really do throw yourself into it, don't you?
For kind of work things, all of those things are kind of my work. So that, in that sense, I'm definitely like, I'm all in. You know, I'm like, come on, let's do it. Let's have fun. Let's make it work and make it happen. So it's just one of those things, I think, and I'm not scared of a bit of hard work either, which always helps.
I have to say, I think you're a terrific role model for young people. I really do. And I don't mean that to sound patronising, but I do. And in terms of you throwing yourself into your work and your great work ethic, of course, that is shown in Joseph, which we can see at Malvern Theatres, getting 5-star reviews. It's almost sold out. What's the best part of the show? What's your favourite moment in Joseph?
I love Close Every Door. I love singing that every night. That's always a wonderful part. And I love doing the mega mix at the end where we kind of get to have a bit of a party and a dance and stuff. But it's all great. The great thing about that show is that it's full of energy. It's full of emotion. It's full of fun. It's full of everything. It's great.
What else is on the horizon for you, Joe McElderry?
I'm doing a tour throughout the summer. I've just released a new single which is out for Mother's Day called Gloria. It's a new song which is being written by Grim Goldman out of 10cc, and that is out on Mother's Day. It's available on Amazon and iTunes now. So we're just kind of slowly starting to promote that, and then we are going out on the road in the summer with a brand new tour, the Gloria tour, which goes all the way across the country, and a new album coming out in the summer as well. So it's all go.
Fantastic. Well, I wish you well with all of it. And congratulations on the success that is Joseph, and long may your star continue to rise, Joe McElderry. Lovely to talk to you.
Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.
Gloria, the sound of Joe McElderry there at BBC, Hereford and Worcester.